Hi, it's Bradley's driving school with another independent drive. This one's following this at the end of the road, turn left, then follow signs for Queen Alexandra Bridge, and then Roker and Seaburn and South Shields. Mr. Exam will pull you up on, I think it's Hazelwood Road, and ask you to turn left at the end of the road and then follow the signs for Alexandra Bridge. Now, when you pull up here, it's quite a narrow road. Don't double park and don't park over people's driveways. If you do park over the driveways, you do get a minor fault. If somebody wants to turn in, he'd probably give you a serious fault for that, so be very, very careful. So I'm looking all around the car. There's no need to signal to move off because there's nuts are going to help or warn somebody. It's going to benefit. So it says at the end of the road, turn left. Now this road must be a 20 I'm on because it says 30 there. So mirrors and signal for left, middle left. Just let it roll up and into first. Now it's very tight corner this, so don't steer into it. Just pull up parallel to the curb. It's also crossroads, but I've got priority over this white car. But if they're going to pull out, I'm just going to stop. But in the meantime, I'm going to go. So just waiting for the traffic to clear. Yeah, this guy's edging forwards. Now I have the priority, but this one's very, very impatient. He's just pulling out in front of me. So I'm going to follow that white car out. So remember, you've got 3 roads to check there. Check that crossroads across the road. So we're picking up signs for Alexandra Bridge, and we've got a pedestrian in front of us pushing a pushchair. We've got a zebra crossing, which I'm looking both sides, and learners don't look both sides. They just only look when there's nothing there. So please scan the zebra crossing. So there we go. Queen Alexandra Bridge is right, 3rd exit. So straight away I check my middle and right door mirror, positioning to the centre line. I'm going to signal for right now. I'm not really going to brake here. I'm doing 21 miles an hour. All I've done is come off my gas and selected second gear. I've took advantage of the car going uphill. Looking to my right, checking both 3 and 12. Well, 3 and 2 there actually. So there's number 1, keeping to the right as I go around. That's number 2, so check my middle left door mirror as soon as I see number 2 and signal down to leave the roundabout, so it's left. So Queen Alexandra Bridge is straight ahead. Now you've got a pedestrian to the left, you've got your island refuge, you've got a right hand turn there. It says city centre, 1 3/4 miles, Chesterley Street. Now there's the roundabout sign. So it says Queen Alexandra Bridge is straight ahead, 2nd exit. So update my mirrors, braking very early because it's going downhill. Sorry, it says Sunderland there. So giving way to the right and give way to 12 o'clock turning right. 3 o'clock's clear, so I'm just going onto the roundabout. Now he will tell you to keep to the left down here. So a lot of learners, when they come round this corner, they ask you to keep to the left because learners start to drift off to the right. So just keep it to the left and follow this road markings for Roker. As you can see the sign, it's one way. Now, if I can get through this gap, I'll go through, but if I'm not sure, I'll just hold back. I'm not going to risk that. So I just put my handbrake on in neutral and then use that stop-start technology. I'm not going to risk going through that gap. I probably wouldn't go through on a bike. So I'm just anticipating my lights changing, looking in the left door mirror, watching for any cyclists, and just sitting waiting for the lights changing. What a lovely sunny day in Sunderland. Wow. It's normally doom and gloom, just rain, rain, rain. Having another look in that door mirror, there's no cyclists coming down. Expecting these lights to change pretty soon. There we go, it just reminds me of a driving test, this, just completing up the silence, like a morgue. So I can imagine the learner being really nervous here, the examiner's not saying a word, you're sitting there in silence, your stomach's going around like a Zanussi washer. There's the lights changing, look, quick glance in that door mirror, and he says just keep to the left. Now whatever you do not drift the car over to the right lane, just keep it to the left. So motor road says Roker straight ahead. Now the lights is on green, anticipating them changing back to red. They were hard to see there because it's quite bright. Now this road is only 30 miles per hour, so I can understand why learners, well I can't understand, but what learners do here is they put the foot down. It doesn't look like a 30, but it is because it's street lighting and we haven't seen no signs, so it's got to be 30 miles per hour. So I'm actually doing 33, so I'm just going to ease off the gas. Now he's going to ask you to follow the signs for Seaburn. Now a lot of learners fail here on the green filter arrow. You have a red light, you stop, you have a red light with a green arrow, you go, and there's the sign Seaburn on the left, and if you have a green light then you just go anywhere. So it's mirrors, middle left, signal left. Now can you see the green filter arrow? Now braking, I'm slowing down in a second. Green arrow means I can go, if the lights suddenly change I can go anywhere. Coming around this bend, be careful, there's a crossing here, it's on green, so that could be on red as you come around there, so be very, very careful. Now the signpost here says Seaburn is right. Now that does not, what learners are doing here is turning right up the side, try to turn right up the side road. It says at the roundabout turn right for Seaburn. It doesn't say turn right into a side road, so scan the crossing and just keep going straight down to the roundabout. So it's right third exit, checking your middle and right dormer, and I've got a wagon parked here. I've got a car, no I haven't got a car, so I'm slowing down anyway. Tell people I'm turn right, keep it to the right lane, don't go to the left, keep it to the right. 3 o'clock's clear. I'm going to signal this roundabout, tell these pedestrians to my right, and then off I go. I did have a pupil fail at that roundabout. She went right from the left lane. Don't ask me why she done that, I haven't got a clue. But if you turn right there for Seaburn, do not turn up the side street and turn right at the roundabout and pick the right lane. Now I'm just easing off my gas here because I was only given a couple of feet either side there, so I went through at 20. If you only give a foot, go through at 10. Now looking well ahead, you've got Nyland Refuge, I've got a van in front, I've got a couple of junctions which are clear, I've got roadworks, so I'm updating my mirrors, so I'm just easing off. I'm only doing 26 long here, 25. Because of the roadworks. I've got a zebra crossing with an island in the middle, so you treat it as 2 separate crossings. So if somebody's crossing from the right, you can go as long as they haven't reached the centre island. Now we've got the garage to the left, and remember we're still on a 30 mile per hour road, and it's safe to do 30, so I'm bang on the speed limit. I think the exam would prefer 31 to 29, as long as it was safe of course. So we've got vans parked up ahead with the hazard lights on, so update my mirrors. We've got quite a few parked cars. I'm just doing about 28, 29 still. And now he's going to ask you to follow the signs for South Shields. Now I'm in the hatch markings, which there's nothing wrong with that. As long as it's safe to do so and it's necessary, you can do that. So I'm picking up signs for South Shields. I can see the big sign to my right, and it says South Shields to the left at the traffic lights. So update my mirrors, just middle left straight away, see how close the car is behind, and look for cyclists in the left lane. Tell people that I'm turning left, just letting it roll up, half a car length back, and then put the handbrake on, put in neutral. Now watch for your lights changing. The van in front's blocked my light to the left, so I'm going to look at the traffic light to the right. I'm watching for traffic stopping at other junctions, so that might mean mine are going to change back to green. So I'm seeing them stop and there comes straight, so I think it is going to be us next actually. So there you go, the lights is changing, left door mirror, and we're going left for South Shields. Now the next roundabout, learners are failing because they're turning right from the left lane. Now what you've got to understand here is you're on a dual carriageway. Now as long as it's got a raised island or a raised curb or a barrier, it's a dual carriageway. So you have to change lanes. Now if you do stop in the left lane, just go straight ahead. Do not turn right from the left lane or you'll get a serious fault. So this is a 40 road, so we're following the signs for South Shields now. I can see the signpost now, it says South Shields to the right and it's third exit. So straight away I'm looking in my right door mirror. There's nothing in the right door mirror at the moment, so I'm going to have another look, double check that sign and then give a signal and move over. Now I've put my signal on for right, and to be honest with you I'm just going to leave it on now. I'm not going to cancel it. Braking again, I keep saying it, very early but very light. Now it said right third exit. If you do pick the left lane, just follow the road ahead second exit, or pick the right lane. checking at 3 o'clock, it's safe to go, keeping to the right as you go around. The American Golf's the first exit, the ground station